So this is how I got my Cubilux, Cubilux adapter to record line in on my S24. Doesn't work, does it, if you bought it? How it does work is first you have to plug something into the line out, the headphone port. And then, well, first of all, sorry, you have to plug this in. And then you have to plug something into the headphone port. You have to, even if you're not using it. And then you plug your mic, your line in there. So that's how that works. And from reviews I've seen, other brands have different issues as well. And this one, I cannot, this specific cable I have that should be able to split this into power and audio, it doesn't work with this. So you might as well, if there wasn't an issue with the Anchor one that has power and line in, line out, then you might as well just go with that one. But someone said you have to go in and edit all your videos and remove noise from the Anchor one. And they suggested some other one that had another issue too. And this thing's pretty garbage. It's taped together so I can see what it is like when I'm playing with it without having to like look at it all close and stuff when I'm setting it up. But it's also taped together because it's garbage and it comes apart. And that's not very good. And it's got a little switch there. It mic monitor on and off. And you know what? We don't play with that because if you move this, jingle this around in your port, then that might kill the whole setup. And then you got to unplug both the wires and the adapter, start over from the beginning, plugging the adapter, and then your headphone and your input. So you don't want to move your device when this is plugged in either, or it's not going to work. I don't know how it's still being sold, but that's sold in America products for you. You're probably going to spend like $10,000 before you find one that works, even though 4.5 out of 5-star review. The masses could never be wrong. Jeff Bezos would never rob anyone or anything like that. Corporations would never do that. But yeah, that's how you get it working. And like I said, I've tried assorted other cables with it, and it could be the cables because magically none of these things seem to do anything they say they do. And so far, none of the stuff I have plays well with this right here. And I mean, it's bad enough we have to play games anyways to get here. I should be able to just plug this into my frickin' Samsung and get what I want from this. But nope, can't do that. So I end up having to buy something like this. And so this is the Cubilux. It works. And you monitor if you're actually getting sound in there. But again, be careful because once this is in place, you don't want this to jiggle too much, because if it just jiggles a little bit, even if it doesn't come out at all, it doesn't fall, that is not going to work anymore. And I have a case, so I have to have an extension on it. And I'm pretty sure I took the extension off and the case to test it, and I was still running into all the same issues. So it's not my extension adapter here that is causing the issues. So it's possible it's got something to do with it wobbling, but I don't think so. I think I tested every problem I was having with the case off and with the adapter on. I tested all the valid ones. So anyways, that's that, and that's how that works. Right now it's a lot It's about half the price I paid for it. Apparently someone posted, besides me, might have posted on there that's garbage and doesn't work. But it's not the majority of people on there. And that's that. So if you bought one of these pieces of junk, don't throw it away just yet. I hear the other ones have flaws too. And no one's doing anything about these corporations selling billions of dollars worth of product that don't do what it's advertised. And they just, more of them keep popping up since no one's ever went and shut down their companies and made them start paying the people that they're robbing. They all think they can get away with it since Bill Gates seemed to, probably the one who started that, right? And that's just the way it is these days. You gotta pay that 50% sold in America tax, and they know they're selling you garbage. Most of the time they paid 5 cents for it anyways. But this one does seem to work. Kind of. Maybe the worst setup I've ever had, considering most expensive high-end phone there ever's been. And I'm forced to do this, but it works, okay? So you just make sure you get that headphone jack in first. You put the thing in, you put the adapter in first. You have to do it in this order. Adapter first, headphone, even if you don't have a line out you're listening to, and then your line in to go into the phone to record the audio. So that's how that works. Adapter, then any sort of headphone crap. Maybe you can just put a cable in there, but I mean, I have to put the headphones on to make sure it's recording anyway, so I just dedicate a pair of headphones, $5 headphones to this. And obviously you want to check with more expensive than $5 headphones the first time to make sure that you're getting good audio quality. But I mean, technically my $5 headphones are not bad at all anyways. And after we put the adapter in, we put the headphone in, and then we put the line in, and be very careful with it after that, because any sort of movement and that thing, whatever chain of command I've just deceived it with to make it work, it no longer recognizes that chain of command where I plugged it in first, plugged the headphones in, then plugged the line in. It just kind of like resets it all at once and puts it in an order that doesn't work.